back, listeners. I'm Stephen.
And I'm Thomas, and this is episode 17. It's been a while. Do forgive us. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Reason being?
Because we have been absolutely up the wall. That many projects, that many things to do. But we haven't forgot about you, so we're just putting this podcast together today for you, just to let you know what's going on, what we're up to, what's the future, what we've been up to, and just to let you know that we're still here and we still care about you all, and we still want to know what's going on in the world.
So, what are we going to talk about first? What has been going on?
Oh,
firstly, let's get the review. Not out the way, but let's talk about the quick review. I've been testing the TNB CO2 bottled emitter.
Yeah.
What this does is emits naturally formed carbon dioxide. You add a litre of lukewarm water to the bottle, screw the cap back on, give it a shake to activate it when your lights come on in the morning, and it produces around 800 to 1,000 parts per million of CO2.
So this is actually a booster CO2 because you also have the CO2 bags.
Yeah, which last for 6 months.
Yeah.
And give you around 600 parts per million.
So that's basically the bags installed into the room or grow tent or wherever you want to put it, and that's a set amount of CO2 over your total grow period.
Yeah, day and night, 6 months.
And then you took on the CO2
enhancer by TNB.
That's correct, and that's like an additive CO2, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how I've been sort of marketing it.
Okay.
Because people think, well, if I use the TNB, do I need the CO2 bags? And I'm saying, well, yes, you do, because you'll use the CO2 bags throughout.
Yeah.
And then, let's say for the transition, so you just switch your lights onto flowering, and what the CO2 will do is produce more flowering sites. It just allows the plant to photosynthesize more, because if you look at the photosynthesis equation, CO2 is a major part of it, so increasing it can only be good for the plants.
Okay then, so we can go on about equations and photo whatever and la-di-da this and la-di-da that, but we tested it. What's it saying? Does it do anything? Does it work? Is it any good?
Well, compared to not using anything at all, I saw massive increases. I saw a healthier plant, greener plant, a faster growing plant, and also the best feature for me is that my room sat at around 30 degrees Celsius with no issues whatsoever. Now your listeners are probably thinking 30 degrees, that's high. I have to struggle at that temperature, but no, they've been doing absolutely fine, because if you use CO2, whatever method you use, it's actually recommended to increase your temperature slightly. CO2 can decrease the size of the stomata, so your plant respires less. So if you increase CO2, increase your temperatures, or if your temperature's already high, like in the summer, throw some CO2 in, and it's happy days. I've found the product to be absolutely spot on. It lasts for 2 weeks, it costs £30, and I was very, very pleased and happy with the product.
Okie doke, so there's CO2 by TNB. Positive feedback on that. Pop in if you want to discuss it a little bit further, and we'll give you some more of the gory details, parts per million, blah de blah blah.
So what's been going on anyway?
Okay, so Mpk, as you all know, we're a very active store. We're constantly incubating chicks and ducks, and soon we'll have a donkey and maybe a sheep and a rabbit and a cat. But
if you get your way, we will.
Oh yeah, I want a giraffe.
I heard an alligator was on the horizon.
Well, we did try and get. I don't know whether we was touching on the doorstep of illegality, but we did try and acquire an alligator egg. But I think there was some rules and regulations over keeping an alligator in the shop. So, but if anybody happens to have an alligator egg just lying about and we could incubate it, just send it down to Mpk and
we'll reimburse you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
we have had chicks and ducks.
Yeah, we have still got them, and they're growing very big now.
Very, very quickly, and making a lot of noise as well.
Every day.
Rick, our editor, has built a lovely pen outside, so they go outside in the day, and the smell goes outside with them.
Yeah.
And they're brought inside for the night.
Because anybody who's thinking about keeping, because we actually have our chickens and ducks in a 1.2 lighthouse tent.
I believe we're the first people to actually keep chickens and ducks in the 1.2 metre square lighthouse. It was a world exclusive. And
if I am, would you agree that it's doing a pretty good job?
It's doing a fantastic job. Do you love it?
Fresh cocoa in there for on the floor for the bedding once a week.
Nice heat lamp.
We've got a 6-inch Y piece in there for them to run in and out of. A couple of, I think we've got a 10-litre pot.
Yeah.
A 7-litre pot and a 15-litre pot in there as a little play hut for them.
Yeah.
So it's a fully integrated grow tent, chicken coop.
Yeah.
So anybody of you who's thinking, well, I want to sod growing, well, you could also incubate some chicks and keep them in your grow tents and kick out your plants and get some poultry in there.
Well, that's what we've done.
Yeah, that's what we've done.
The customers that have been coming in the shop have loved them. It's been a massive talking point in the shop. And the question that they all ask is, why the hell have you got dicks?
Dicks? Oh, bloody
no,
hell.
no,
Make that a sensory one, so you've got to be over 18 to listen to this one, because we're talking about dicks now.
Dicks and chucks.
Yeah.
I meant chicks and ducks.
Yeah.
Why the hell have you got chicks and ducks in your shop? The reason being is that we have an allotment.
Yeah.
And we have 3 hens, and we did have 3 ducks.
Oh.
Yeah. But unfortunately, due to Liverpool council rules, we weren't allowed these ducks because they were too noisy.
Yeah. Just let's talk about Liverpool Council very briefly, how they have these rules. Mind you, we have an allotment that's situated...
Preferably in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, middle of nowhere.
No houses.
No residential properties whatsoever. But you always have this power problem. You give old Ethel a bit of power on the allotment association, and because the rule book states there's no ducks and cockerels allowed,
Yeah.
Ethel comes down with her pinboard and makes us get rid of them, so to speak. So basically, the
ducks are now free.
Relocated them to
Sefton Park.
Yeah, and they...
I bet you thought we killed them, didn't you?
No, we never made any hoisin sauce for them.
No, we couldn't have done that. We raised them from very, very young. From Tatton Park we got them from.
Yeah.
They grew really quickly, and unfortunately we were caught and we had to rehouse them. But we hear that they're doing really well in Sefton Park. They love it.
And we're about to release their children.
Yeah. Well,
that we incubated.
When we got rid of them,
yeah,
we happened to go back to the allotment and we found 3 eggs, which we thought were chicken eggs. So we thought,
even though they were double the size of the chicken eggs, like so.
We thought, well, there was a male duck and there's a few cockerels in the hutch at the time. Let's incubate them, see what happens. So we incubate them, and lo and behold, 3 ducks popped up.
We got an unwanted pregnancy, let's say.
4 ducks appeared 30 days later, and we also had some silkies.
Yeah.
We've got 4 silkies. We had 4 ducks.
Yeah.
One of them's been acquired by a young girl who pestered her dad to let her keep it, so she's managed to keep it. We've told her all the right equipment. They've got the heat lamp and the hutch, so the little girl's looking after it very well.
Yeah.
But that's why they're in the shop.
Yeah. And not only that, we work alongside a youth centre in the Liverpool area. It's the Unity, and they do an excellent job down there. Big shout out to all the guys and girls at the Unity who give up their time to just put something back into the area, which I think is really good. So we pop round to the Unity and we get the chickens and ducks out and we let them go manic, and they poo all over the Unity floor, and the kids, they chase them all over the Unity. But it's a really good scenario because, I was there the other day and straight away one of the kids, he must have only been about 3-4 years of age,
yeah.
And straight away he's come over and he's got a duck book, and it shows you all the stages of incubation and stuff like that. And the kids, they were asking loads of questions. So, how long do they live? Where did they come from? Are they in an egg? How they born? Where are the parents? And stuff like that. So it's a very educational thing as well.
I think there was talks about us starting an incubation program with the Unity.
Yeah,
there
is.
well?
That's what we are looking at doing right now.
That'd be really interesting.
So we can get the kids to incubate their own chicks.
It's great to see the formation of that new life and looking after.
Well, we've got a gang of little mini gardeners now, haven't we? Because they've got their own allotment that they maintain. They get a lot of free products from CANNA.
Yeah.
CANNA's get
all that full part of organic soil, wasn't it?
Yeah, they give quite a lot of free products. So any other companies out there who have got a heart and are not a gang of minge bags, just let me reiterate this: if you're a company and you're a minge bag, this is not what you want to be listening to. We want any companies that want to help out with the youth and community in the Liverpool area to give us a call on 0151 228 8306, and if you've got any equipment, any services, any help, give us a call and you can
help these mini gardeners.
Yeah, these mini gardeners, and help our area out as well.
Yeah, the next generation of cultivators.
Yeah.
Get them cracking on.
Yeah.
So that's, if you want to see more about the chicks and ducks, just follow us on our Facebook page as well. There's always updates. Made a nice little video of the birth as well, so you can see them hatching if you follow us on Facebook.
Or pop into store and come and have a little look at them.
Come and have a hold.
Yeah.
Of our, I need to get this right, ducks and chicks.
Yeah, ducks and chicks.
Okay.
So that's what's been going on with just that section.
Yeah.
Also, we have a few other little plans going on. It's Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to get some Christmas trees. So some really
Rick's job.
Yeah, Rick's job.
He hasn't done that yet, have you?
Get some nice Christmas trees. Get a nice display going on in the shop. Also, we have a NPK showroom. This is hot off the press.
This is a world exclusive, everybody.
World exclusive.
NPK Showroom. What's it about?
Okay, I'll tell you what it's about. Basically, it's a 5-star hydroponic showroom containing every hydroponic from up and down the UK and the industry. Obviously, it's not going to have every system in the world, but it's going to have every type of system, i.e. flood and drain, run to waste, recirculating,
NFTs,
digital timers, automatic segmental systems, all the various ways that you can automatically feed the plant or look after the plants hydroponically, aquaponically, blah blah blah.
It's going to be like, imagine a Porsche showroom with all the top quality, fantastic products. We have a few companies on board already. Yeah. They'll be setting up in areas of our showroom.
We have. Let me interrupt there. Sorry, Steve. As you made out there, we've got companies interested. There is companies interested in this. However, there is a limited space. There is only room for 5 companies to help us out with this, because i.e. we'll be there forever and a day. But yes, this is going to be
a UK first, I believe.
Yeah, a very, very
innovative,
new.
Yeah, it's going to be different from anything you've ever experienced.
Reason behind it, I'll tell you why. Why we want to do this. Because I am sick to death of customers wondering what a system looks like. Okay, we have pictures and we've got YouTube and we've got this and we've got that, mini scale models, and nothing beats looking at the system set up with plants. And not only that, to be able to interact with it. So basically, all you've ever grown is a 4-pot soil, pots and soil, that's it. But you want to go to a fully automated laptop run flood and drain system or hydroponic system. We'll have that set up in the hydroponic showroom, and you'll be able to use it, get your hands on it. We'll be able to teach you how to use the system, mess about with the settings and connecting and problems and all these type of issues.
You'll be able to come and have a look at.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I'm really looking forward to getting the first few tickets through the door and getting people to come and have a look through the showroom, because anybody listening to this, you're more than welcome. We'll probably, once it's set up, we'll be having an open day. Companies such as Nutriculture, who make their own systems, will be a massive presence in the NPK showroom. There will also be plenty of advisors on hand to give you all the information at NPK standards, not low standards that you've come to expect from every other shop. These are NPK's high standards with only the honest information, not money making information, but the top quality.
Because that's what I take it you guys have. Obviously, you take the time to listen to our podcast, and we appreciate that very much. And you know, we love our jobs. We've got the best job in the world. We work in something that we enjoy. Now, to safeguard that, we're here as a kind of goalkeeper.
The doorman.
To stop all this riff-raff and terrible marketing companies jumping on the bandwagon and saying, oh, this bottle of plain water is the next ideal solution. We're here to call all of that out, and with the showroom, we're hopefully going to help a lot of people understand that there's other things and other methods out there, because I feel personally that there's not enough systems and knowledge or information available just there and then to walk into a store and to get it there and then, and to see what different variables there is around hydroponics, growing, horticulture, the industry as a whole. So with the NPK showroom, you'll be able to come and just by, because I'm a big visual learner, you see, I like to look at things and that's how I take them in, Steve. I'm not one for sitting in front of a big piece of text and sitting there for hours or weeks and days on end. That's more your scene, Stephen. So, you know, I was always, when I was a customer in a shop myself, I was practically behind the counter. I wanted everything out of the boxes. I want to see how it works, when it works, and how it's going to work best for me. So that's what we've been working on.
And hopefully it will allow you to make more informed decisions on what you buy, if you buy it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be getting schools to come into the showroom and show them the future of gardening, which is hydroponics.
Yeah.
A little bit of information if you didn't know, that almost 100% of the tomatoes that you eat in the UK are hydroponically grown. Yeah, so it's been going on a while, and that's been going on for 20 or 30 years.
Well, obviously you all know that NASA have been growing hydroponics in space for
a while now. North Pole, South Pole. We talked about all this on our first podcast, didn't we?
So yeah, we did. So we don't need to
reiterate it.
Harp on about it, because you all know these facts because you've been listening to every episode and you'd never forget a word that
you've all subscribed, haven't you?
Yeah, you've all subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed now. Also, we had a nice little outing, didn't we?
Oh, with CANNA.
CANNA.
It wasn't so nice, to be honest, for me.
Oh, why was that, Stephen?
Lost, didn't I?
What did you lose?
A bet.
A bet? Oh, a bit of a bet. And what was the bet? Tell us the whole scenario.
Well, I didn't think I'd be as crap as it was. Them bloody clay pigeons come out faster than you think, you know.
Okay, so basically, last week, CANNA, particularly Chris from CANNA, Karen authorised a trip for Mpk and the team.
Yeah.
And we went for a day out shooting shotguns. Not at each other, we were shooting at clay pigeons. And that involved myself, Rick, Stephen, Brian and Chris. Before we went, we had a bit of a...
Well, it was my bloody idea.
Yeah, Stephen's idea.
I thought that Rick, with his rusty wrist, wouldn't be up to much with his shooting abilities.
So we had a little bet.
And the bet was that the loser would don a Santa suit for a day.
For a day? Well, he's changing the rules here. I believe it's for 7 days. We all think it's for 7 days, but he's trying to wriggle here.
I don't remember saying 7 days.
Okay, well, I think that's in the small print.
But it turns out that Thomas is actually quite handy.
Oh, quite handy with the shotgun, I am.
I think he missed 3 out of the 30.
Yeah, 3 out of 30.
27.
Not bad.
Brian was also quite handy. All that time the post office paid off. Brian?
Yeah, that was Brian's post office days. Mine's with the old...
military days.
Yeah, we'll just put it down to military days.
And it turns out that Rick can hit a clay pigeon from 50 yards as well.
And Stephen is a load of crap.
Well, my gun was faulty.
Oh, Stephen's gun was faulty, that was it. So, that's what we've been getting up to for the past few weeks.
So thank you very much, CANNA and Karen and Chris, for our lovely weekend shooting. It was a
lovely treat for the guys and we all had a really good day, so thank you once again. Why
did we go on a trip, by the way? Why would CANNA take us on a trip like that?
Is it because we are...
just one of the best shops?
We are the best shop in the world, did they say?
I think something like that.
Or it might have been the UK.
Yeah.
We'll just say the best shop in the world, just for argument's sake.
Yeah. That's why they take us out, because we are the best.
Yeah.
And they don't treat just any old shop, do they?
No, because not any old shop's just like NPK now, are they?
They're not.
A cut above the rest we are.
Okay.
Oh, we forgot something. Carolina.
Oof. The hardest plant to grow ever. Oh. Well, it was until the doctor got involved. So,
well, you know.
If you didn't know, in February 2014, the Carolina Reaper from Smokin' Joe's breeders over in Carolina became the hottest chili plant in the world.
Okay.
At averaging 1.5 million Scoville up to 2.2 million Scoville units, depending on how well it was grown. So I managed to acquire 6 of these seeds around just after February time when it got the world record, and at that time you're only allowed 6 seeds a year because there wasn't that many about. So we got the seeds, propagated them, chose the healthiest, and the others, they weren't discarded, but we wanted to really focus on one
Yeah.
because we put it into a DWC system that was supplied by Nutriculture. Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
Big shout out to Bill.
Yeah, put it in with clay pebbles.
Yeah.
And we watched it thrive. It took.
You've missed out one thing there. What light did we use with it?
Oh well, we started under a CFL when it was a little tiddler.
Yeah, because I think we was in mid-flow to acquiring an LED.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then thankfully, Budmaster visited the shop
Yeah.
and they left us the Budmaster 2 750. Now
Very
this was
nice
the,
piece of kit.
This was the first LED that we properly got to try out, and we were, what's the word to use, hesitant with the technology, as
Yeah.
I believe many people are. So we said we're going to give this a test.
Only reason we was hesitant because there's 1,000,001 LEDs on the market claiming that they do this, that, and blah de blah blah. So what we done is Stephen did spent some time, done some research, and all of the arrows were pointing towards Budmaster.
Yeah. And Paul came to the shop, talked us through the LEDs and what he believed that they could do, and we said, okay, let's put that talk, let's put it into real world situation, put it over the Carolina Reaper. Now, I believe Thomas should take over from here because this was quite a difficult plant to grow because chilies aren't traditionally grown in deep water culture. It's not their natural environment.
No.
And it was a struggle, and also getting used to using LEDs was a bit of a struggle as well because it requires a different method of growing.
Yeah, the variables completely change now because air and extraction becomes a lot less.
Yeah.
Heat became a lot less, so we had to add heat.
Yeah.
However, we were also basically we was running two simultaneous tests here. We were running a test for Nutriculture on the bubbler system, and then we're also running a test on an LED.
And a third test,
which was
Metrop.
Oh yeah, Metrop. Right, okay. So we had 3 tests on one plant. So homing all of these in and actually getting it to work was a lot more difficult. Great challenge and some really good findings, I think. LED works excellently.
It does. Well, skip forward 6 months and we now have 20 naughty looking chilies with some vicious tails on them. The first one's just ripened up. So anybody that says to me now that LEDs can't flower a plant, we have visual proof. We have done it with our own eyes. This LED can flower a plant.
Yeah, we've got the proof in the shop.
You're welcome to come and check it out anytime while it's still on the plants, because once these are ripe, these will be getting given out to a select few customers who can try the hottest chili in the world.
Yeah.
And then we will then be pitting the Budmaster LED against Kind's LED.
Yeah.
And we'll be growing some quinoa.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful plant, multiple colours. So we'll let you know the test results of that.
Just let me backtrack a little second.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
6 months.
Okay, because
the Metrop.
The Metrop, good nutrient.
It is,
but a very strong nutrient.
Very, very concentrated.
Highly concentrated nutrient. So not for the beginner grower.
No.
For an expert professional grower.
Yeah. And it, because it was so concentrated, even myself, I actually started to see signs of overdosing on the chili plant.
Yeah.
So after a consultation with yourself, we saw the signs of overdosing.
Yeah.
And it was a good learning curve as well with Metrop. So we took out Metrop because we wanted to also give an accurate test for the Budmaster LED and the bubbler.
But also we determined with Metrop that it was a very concentrated feed. And we didn't actually need that level of concentration with this plant. So
moved on to Hydrotop.
Yeah, we removed out the Metrop and we put some Hydrotops in. Not only that, we're still running this system, this bubbler system. Now this plant outgrew its 1.2 tent.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a tree.
It's got bark on it.
Yeah. And what we did notice is we took in some plants from outdoors which must have been infected, and we got a aphid infection which became very severe. So now think we've got a Carolina Reaper which has took us a few months to get up to this size. It's in a DWC bubbling system where the roots are matted into a bed of porous grid. It's outgrown its tent, and it's severely infected with aphids, and we hadn't produced any reapers.
No.
and we'd spent a lot of time and effort on this plant. So I come in to work and I thought, right, we need to make some drastic action, because if we continue to go on like this, we're not going to get any results. And we was really disheartened, because we worked very hard with this Carolina Reaper. So what we done is we done a 3-hour operation, I will call it. It required 3 of us, me, Stephen and Brian. And what we done is we very gently removed the plant from the tent. We drained the bubbler box, severed some of the arms while still supporting the main body of the stem, pulled it out, got it outside, and then we could see how badly infected it was by aphids. This plant was probably the size of 2 meters, no, a meter, 1.2 meters square practically.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
With a height of 2 meters, no,
meter to a meter and a half.
Meter to meter and a half. So imagine this to be a very big bushy plant. What we done is we gave it pesticide solution, which we sell in store, which is very good, which is unique to us. We cut back nearly 30% of the plant.
Yeah.
Then we put it into a 2.4 by 1.2 tent on its own, into a brand new set of nutrients, which was Hydrotops.
Yeah.
We put it back into grow.
Yeah. For about another 6 weeks.
Another 6 weeks.
Under the Budmaster.
Back under the Budmaster too, letting it do its job, letting see what could happen. And we paid a lot of attention to detail on the pest problem, monitored it for a week, and found that we'd resolved that instantly. And then we nurtured the plant back to a healthy grow.
It was looking good.
Yeah. Then we turned the plant into flower.
Yeah. And
now we have a plant that's fully regenerated itself to be even bigger than what it was before.
Much bigger.
However, we now have 20, 30 Carolina Reapers, and I checked in there yesterday, 2 days before, and we have a lovely bright red Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, the first one's come.
So we are now fully fruiting our Carolina Reapers, plentiful as well.
Yeah.
So it goes to show that TLC, don't judge your plants. If you get into a few sticky problems, don't worry, there is solutions. Also, we found out that the Budmaster 2 flowers plants, really good light. Nutriculture's bubbling system.
It's a good system.
Good system.
It's what we like about it is it's not too advanced that it scares people away from DWC. It's pretty much plug and play.
Not advanced as our NPK bubbler.
No.
However, it's a budget bubbler.
And it's plug and play.
It's plug and play. It's of a novice basis. So
I'll give you a great introduction to
what is the price of the
we sell those for £50.
£50. However, the NPK bubbler is £300.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to this podcast, they are on special offer up until Christmas for £200. Oof.
That's a nice offer.
That's a very good offer. So
plus with that you get our full support and knowledge.
Yeah.
Give you week by week guidance on how to use these bubblers, because it's a big step. You're going from cocoa growers into hydroponics and especially to DWC. So it's a good offer that, and we'll support you fully throughout that. Just while we're on LEDs, we also got Kind's LED, which will be growing quinoa.
Yeah.
Side by side with Budmasters.
Yeah. So we're actually going to have a
LED off.
Yeah, LED bout. Straightener as they get called in Liverpool. Against Budmaster 2 versus Kind.
Yeah. And those results will be 3 to 6 months away.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll keep you posted. Let you know what's going on.
Kind, by the way, it looks really good. It's in store. We are the only store in the UK to have the Kind 1000 LED.
Yeah.
Dimmable, fully programmable, sunset, sunrise features.
Yeah.
Best to just really come and check it out, because us talking about it doesn't do it justice.
What couple of things are you going to touch on?
The Botanica exclusive.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, the exclusive.
The second exclusive of the show today is that the Botanica range from Emerald Imports, the #1 nutrient in Colorado, Washington and California, has now landed in the UK. And we are proud to say exclusive holders of it in pretty much the northwest area.
Yeah.
We were one of 4 shops in the UK to stock it.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in Botanica, all you have to do is we never ever recommend you looking at the forums because it's awash with bad information.
Stay off most of the forums because they're all full of gobshites. You don't know nothing.
But there's hardly a bad word to be said about Botanica, so check them out.
Yeah.
Come in store and we'll talk you through it. They've got 2 sets of they've got a beginner range and an advanced range. Come in because we love to talk about Botanica.
So once again, that's our podcast, episode 17.
Yeah.
Just a little brush up on what's been going on with NPK, what's up and coming.
Check out tomorrow, Monday, because we'll be announcing our Christmas giveaway.
Yeah, Christmas giveaway.
And it's going to be a big one.
Very big one.
It's going to be the best.
The best ever.
It's not going to be like a nutrient film technique.
No.
No, it's not going to be like just a small system. It's going
Could
to
be
big.
something like a 2.4 setup. A couple of thousand.
Yeah.
Never know.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned.
And we'll speak to you again next week.
So thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
At MPK Technology in Liverpool, we pride ourselves on providing you with the products you need at the right price. Once more, if the products you want aren't in stock, we'll order them in for you. And if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, we'll happily point you in the right direction. MPK Technology Liverpool, going out of our way to help you grow. Visit www.mpktechnology.co.uk.
Is good.